Good morning, good morning. Lady Linda Bird is here talking to my baby boomer friends and family about catfishing and romance scamming. So look, I I've been on Facebook. I want to say maybe 15 years. My daughter actually started my account, so basically I could keep in touch with my friends, and I did. Boy, I got found. That's how I ended up down here in Sarasota, as a matter of fact, because I reconnected with an old friend of mine. We had we grew up together in Long Island, and I ended up buying her mom's house. Then I got Instagram, and here I'm on playing around with YouTube. But I never used social media for business until like maybe the last 5 years, and really seriously like now. So on my social media platforms, I'm marketing myself as Lady Linda Bird, Secure Benefits Group, Medicare and Life Insurance. But it doesn't matter because I'll tell you, I got a little bit excited today because I had a whole bunch of new followers. So I went to check them out, and then I went into my what they call your DMs or your inbox, and oh my God, I hadn't been keeping up on it. Said this one guy, he comes and he says to me, well, I'm going to read it. Hello, beautiful. How are you today? I would really love to get to know you better. I'm reading off of my other phone. Of course, I don't reply. Even with your gray hair, you're absolutely gorgeous. I really like your content. I would love to get to know you better. I still don't comment. Then he comes back again. You're really my kind of woman. Well, you're not my kind of man, because my kind of man would not be scrolling, or they call it trolling, on social media, sending almost 70-year-old woman messages. So the reason why this really kind of like tugged at me is that I actually went and looked, and there's this other thing in the messages, because like I said, I post, but I don't really go into the inbox unless I like it for my family, for my daughters. We like what we do. We send reels to each other. That's our thing, and it's fun. So I have, there's primary, there's general. Well, in my general inbox, I just happen to check that. Oh, do I have requests? I do. I have a couple of requests too. I've got to go clean them up later. But in my general, I have 6 men that I don't know who they are, and they're quite aggressive. And it's like, hey, this one here, Ethan. Hello. Hey, good morning. How are you today? Hello. This is all him. I'm not responding. Hey. So then I said to him, how can I help you? Are you inboxing for insurance information? And there's no more communication. Let's stop that one. Now, this other fellow. Let's see. Oh my goodness, he's writing a book. Hello, how are you? Why are you ignoring me? That's 3. I said, why are you in my inbox? Well, first of all, I'm sorry for bothering you with my message. And the reason why I DM you is because I'm the one who sent you a request, because I've been seeing your profile popping up on my timeline as a suggested friend. So I decided to send a friend request, and luckily you accepted my request. So I wish to know who you are. Well, I did reply. I said I'm an insurance agent and a mobile notary. It says so in my profile. Oh, and then he continued on and on. If you don't feel like talking with me, I understand. I don't talk to people on social media either, but I already told you why I messaged you. They get aggressive when you don't feed into what they want. And at the end of the day, it's romance scamming. Let's see. So I'm going to come back out of there, and I'm going to go back into my primaries. It's a bunch of, they'll be like, hey, hello. But this particular one, I don't know if I shared this yet already, where he was saying how he wanted to get to know me better, and with my gray hair, blah 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 blah, and he was from Jamaica, and my thing was what this triggered in my mind was how vulnerable uh, population that I'm a part of now. I'll be 68 next month. And this is September 30th, so we're talking about in October, I'll be 68. I have lived alone now for since my husband died. Actually, before then, because we were separated before he passed. And it's just incredible the way the catfishing and the romance scamming, how it's just destroying lives. So, what I'm going to do today, I'm going to go through my inbox. I'm going to clean up, block, and delete these people because I'm not interested. It's a protection for me. I don't even want them coming. But then, this is the other one, Facebook. I've had guys come, like if I make a comment on a friend's post, come underneath my comment and talking about, could I please, oh, they just love my comments. They just love my posts and my creativity. Could I please send them a friend request? Why? Social media has a place, and it is not to take over your life, and it's certainly, but it can destroy your life if you let it. I was watching a program called about catfishing and romance scamming, and the thing is, some of these women, now granted, there are men as well. Um, so I'm not leaving you guys out. You guys get victimized as well, but I'm coming from a woman's point of view. Nurses, real estate agents, professional women, intelligent, highly intelligent women who have just been gotten caught up in this snare. Some of them thinking that these guys are real, sending large sums of money. I ain't cut out. I'm just not built like that. But sending their life savings. One woman, her husband had left her a large sum of money in insurance, and broke. They lose their homes, and it is so heartbreaking. So, cautionary tale. Listen, when these people come into your hitting you up on social media, and the ones that really kill me are the ones that are pretending to be celebrities, like the Johnny Depp, and I mean, like, it's crazy. Like, so let me tell you guys a story. This is a real true story. I've been in insurance for coming up on close to 20 years. When I used to live in Maryland, I had a client. We're going to call her Mary. So Mary was sweet as she could be. She was in her mid 40s, on Social Security disability. She had Medicare, Medicaid, and had gone over to help her with her Medicare plan. She had a boyfriend who lived in the house with her. I can't remember his name. He's a little rusty little fella, scrawny little fella. He was addicted to substances, and he of course was tearing her up. He was getting all the money, what was left over after her Nigerian fiance, who somehow she had allowed. Well, she had given him access to her bank account. So when she would get her money on the third of the month, he was just wearing her out. And then she's crying because her lights were being turned off, and, trying to get other outside assistance. Could not make her, she would swear she was going to block him, she was going to leave him alone. And, I didn't understand how deep the psychosis of all this stuff went. And I'm not a therapist. I don't try to diagnose anybody. I just know that you have to be a terribly lonely person without hope. So I don't know. My recommendation is if you want to date, get social, talk to some of your girlfriends and see if they know someone who's here that you can actually pick up the phone and talk to, go out to dinner with, without you having to fly them here, and then they never show up. But yeah, so that was all I wanted to just come on and just talk about this morning. Um, be careful. You know, as baby boomers, older people, we are vulnerable. Um, I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why people get manipulated into these schemes. Um, but I do know that if you dwell on being lonely, and I have a girlfriend in Connecticut, she's always on the dating sites and she's always saying, you know, she's my age, we're the same age, and she'll say to me, "Oh, I know you're not interested in dating." Now, listen, if you know, you can never say never. I know what I wouldn't. I know that I'm not going to ever go on a dating site or take up with any of these characters on social media, and I really don't see myself with anyone because I'm really quite me personally. I'm good. I'm really good. I got two beautiful daughters, son-in-law, beautiful grandchildren. I have a happy life. I don't want to rock that boat. But to sit and just feel that, you know, your life is not worth living unless you have somebody in it is kind of sad to me. And I don't want to get anybody, you know, upset if you're not. You don't have to agree with me. We can agree to disagree. But I'm just saying, please be careful when it comes to these romance scammers. Be careful with your social media accounts. Don't allow people to just hop in your inboxes and have take over and be BSing you, lying to you, and scamming you out of your peace of mind and your money. So that's all. I don't know. I got on my soapbox today because I'll tell you, I was really, when I saw all of that, I was like, whoa. And it's not that it hasn't happened before, it just, I didn't know it was so much of it. But anyway, I'm going to get it cleaned up. I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Have a wonderful day. I'm going to be back with a friend. We're going to be doing a little conversation about the upcoming annual election period. If you stayed on this video to this point, um, hit consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the that little bell that you can get notified when I do go live or when I upload a video. I'm starting to sound like the regular YouTubers. But anyway, have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later.